Yeah, alright. Cool, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, we've got the last, I want to say third, but I think it's actually like quarter.
Yeah, this game kind of just flies by.
Yeah. So we've got a little bit left of Mega Man Legends. I'm here. Vprisoner is here.
Yo.
And so we're gonna
Good luck.
jump on in and I think jump right into a boss fight.
Yeah, more or less. The idea being that we just finished up the Closer Ruins, and they did make sure that we had all of the necessary tools just sort of isolated from shops and everything to finish the dungeon, and that was nice of them. And there's a reason why they wanted to make sure that we had all of the tools necessary.
Yep. Alright, let's get back used to how cameras turn with shoulder buttons. What am I currently on for?
I think it was Spread Buster that you
I
had
think
last time.
Yeah, I think I'm on Spread Buster, which I don't know is actually going to be useful here.
I found it to be pretty useful just because of the range.
Oh, does that actually have pretty good range?
Well, like I said before, when you disable lock-on, the Spread Buster just goes forever.
Okay.
Because it's firing at an arc, and the range is just more like it is adding more horizontal acceleration to the arc. So it's just flying a bit faster, but ultimately you can just sort of aim it and it goes forever.
Alright. Alright, now we are done with the ruins.
Yeah, we are done with the ruins. Beryl took a quick look on his roll on the script and was just like, well, I'm out. Punch the clock, out for the day.
Yep. Ah, we got rain. Alright, but hey, we need to head back.
Unfortunately, we have to deal with all of that because we're probably going to be flying way above the clouds.
Yep. Ah, we even get bird noise out here.
Okay, Megaman, hold on. Lift off!
This upcoming part was the bane of 11-year-old me's existence because I had a scratched disc and it would often hang on that. For everybody who's going back to hosting randomly, you should probably refresh the stream. Kind of does that sometimes when it's turning off.
I don't get why.
Yeah, Twitch.
Hey, what up?
It's the Bonds. Now that he's opened the main gate for us, we don't need to keep him around any longer. Time to blow him and that ship of his to Kingdom Come. All port cannons, prepare to fire! Fire!
We don't stand a chance out here. We'll have to try and hide in the clouds.
I realize it's a bit much to ask, but maybe you could just replicate that bug from, like, what, 2007 you did that?
Fire!
Yeah, I'll be right on that.
They're trying to lose us in the clouds. After them!
I mean, that's just one of the problems with streaming. Some things just get lost in translation, and you'll never be able to hear that beautiful thing again. I mean, fuck, I had to cheat. I had to, like repaste the sound over and over again on that one scene.
Steady as she goes.
Number 2, prepare for truck launch. All weapons stand by.
Miss Tron, please report to the bridge.
That little ship's faster than she looks. Launch the Drox! Don't let him get away! Let's see you escape this time.
It seems a bit one-sided.
Alright.
A large number of little ships closing in on us. Megaman, can you take them out? Problem, Roll.
Okay, so this is the first phase of the Gessel Shaft fight. You just have to shoot down these
Mission
ships and,
start!
you know.
Oh.
Yeah, you're noticing, like, a couple of the bombs that just missed. They just fucking go all the way
Yeah.
out of the skybox.
And they
So
hit
spread
pretty
buffers.
dang hard.
Yeah. It's slow, but as long as you can aim it properly, everything's golden.
Alright.
I think the other problem with this first phase is that if you're having a bit of trouble trying to swat down all of the ships, then you don't have a whole lot of health bank for the next section.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey. How's it going?
Howdy.
I had to get back used to the moving without locking on, which is a little more difficult than it feels.
It's kind of jank.
They're right on top of us. I'm on it, Megaman. Here we go.
It's one of those situations where the
Impossible! They shot down all the Drox! But they bought us enough time to catch up with Blue Boy there! Huh? Where'd they go? They're gone!
Diesel, they're underneath us. They're right below the Gessel shaft.
Underneath? They couldn't have! They must have discovered our weak spot! Battle stations! It looks like they're serious. They want to go out fighting, just like cornered rats! On your toes, everyone!
Roger. Rats? Come on, now it's our turn. Take out their weak points one by one.
Alright. Where are we at?
yeah, right over there.
Hello.
This is kind of a rail shooter. There are several sections on the Gessel shaft that you have to destroy. The part underneath in particular, but also like you can damage the wings to get more hits that way.
And the engines on their wings. The armor.
This part is just more like you have to defend the ship from shit.
Look at these bombs. So yeah, this is the part you were talking about, like, having...
Yes, it's very helpful for hitting those cannons. Also
Yeah.
very helpful for hitting the wings, because your buster probably won't have the range to...
That's it, Megaman.
Oh,
It's working.
well.
Keep it up.
Color me surprised.
Well, I have a range part on.
That's true.
Diesel, there's a fire in block 2. I'm sealing it off.
What? Gunners, what do you think you're doing? Knock them out of the sky! Another hit? What kind of firepower are they packing on that little ship?
Yeah, this is going pretty well.
I can't snipe it, fine.
What? They're still flying. There must be
Okay, so this final part you have to get the skull,
Megaman.
which is very, like, problematic when
Mission complete.
it's constantly hitting the back of your ship, and if you stand too far on the edge, then you'll get knocked back, and it can just stun lock you forever.
Yeah, Spread Buster was huge there.
Absolutely. Probably not going to do a whole lot for this next section,
If we're
but
not careful, we'll be caught in the explosion. We've got to get out of here.
Right.
it's done its job.
Well, I'm out of ammo for it, so that's fine. Rip.
Nice.
You didn't think you'd be able to take care of us that easily, did you? But they still managed to get me. I can't move my arm. It's up to you, Tron. Get him!
Leave it to me, Teasel. He's gone too far this time. No more playing around.
Surprisingly chill for losing a ship that cost, like, spent the entire game making.
Yeah, and
I'll show them.
okay, fine.
Okay, so, yeah, this fight is mega aggressive.
Sorry, Megaman. We can't think of more of him.
It is also very hard to keep track of her.
Yikes. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Well, better you than the ship, right?
Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I guess so. I'd actually rather the ship take some hits for a little bit here.
Welcome to the main gate, Doc.
Okay. Okay, so I need to deal with these missiles a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, that's the problem, too. While you're dealing with the missiles, you're losing track of her, and it sucks. No, good news is you seem to be doing plenty of damage to her.
Yeah. Oh! Okay. Well, we traded close enough there. The main gate.
It was really dicey.
I'm sorry, Teasel. I lost.
Don't worry your pretty little head over it, Tron. We tried our best, but sometimes your best isn't good enough. We lost fair and square. That's life.
They did eject, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Maybe. Maybe we should have taken it easier on them.
Maybe.
Roll who's flying the ship.
Data's piloting ship, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
We murdered them! They're dead as hell!
Yeah, they're extremely fucking dead.
Oh my god. Sorry, I really like this cactus. Yeah, so, no.
Weird clipping cactus, yeah.
So, yeah, bonds. That fight is long, being 3 full phases, and the last one being one of the hardest.
And also a shared health bar in between.
Yeah. Alright, the main gate.
They kind of built up this one out of, I want to say nowhere, but it's been around. But now we get to explore it.
Yeah, I do wish we got, like, a chance to see it before Like,
yeah, I think that's just a consequence of stuff being cut, because, like, there was never any reason whatsoever to go to the old city at this point. And I've assumed that they're just like, well, you go over there at some point, and then you find the main gate, and it's just like, huh, weird, that's there. But there's never a story reason or any side quests going on, so you just ignore it. Cut material's rough.
mm-hmm. Here we got this nice polygon cat.
That cat ain't right.
Oh, double cat. The cats are gathering over here.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more of that later on.
Hold on, there's tiny bird. Oh, here's a better tiny bird. Okay.
Nice. So,
So
trying to
yeah,
think of any side quests. Maybe we can just go to the main gate right now.
is there another police station side quest?
Trying to think.
We can go check.
Yeah, because I think maybe you can talk to the guy over at the flower shop.
First things first, let's get repaired. Let's get things set up. So yeah, now that we've beat up on the bonds and blown them the hell up, we just have to go into the main gate and get things done.
Yeah, we've hit the necessary event flag, so now it's time to see what has changed.
Wow, Kevar Jacket Omega is a lot.
Yeah, I bet you were really feeling that last fight, so I don't blame you.
Okay. The boot.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's hard to tell where, oh, okay, yeah. So this one's a bit weird because you have really no good way of knowing where she went off to.
Right. This is the hospital. It ends in the hospital, right? Or is it my thing?
Yes, it ends in the hospital, so you're gonna have to go. You remember I told you about that one weird nook over in the Carden Forest?
Yes, that you said was like, oh, hey, this is worth remembering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first I'm gonna...
People pay attention to this. It's just like, well, I might as well let them know.
Yep. Wait.
I like that animation reset for a second there. Hang on.
Okay. I forgot we had this.
Police station's usually a place to hit up for side quests.
Alright.
Well, I know for a fact that hospital stuff has started to open up, besides just the pregnant lady.
Right. Alright, let's go out to the forest then. That's on the south side.
Yeah.
Kinda want that to work, but it doesn't in this game.
I know.
It just doesn't.
I mean, early technology, they just developed this engine. They needed to explore the studio space before coming up with better ideas.
Okay. So when your game was stuttering on the main gate, was that just like a disk problem? Like, what the hell was that caused that?
Okay, so stuttering on the main gate was like, because this is for the benefit of everybody who probably wasn't there like 12 years ago for the very first Legends LP. The people who were doing that just had a weird stuttering error in their disk that caused the main gate to just go like, the main gate, the main gate, the main gate, over and over, and it was great. So when I made my LP back in 2009, I was trying to replicate that beautiful moment, and I just ended up like overlaying that clip of audio over and over again.
Ah, okay, okay.
This is a means of referencing it because you just did that because it's 2007. That's what you do. But nowadays, now that everything is off the cuff and live, you can't really do that, and so these sorts of things just get lost in memory.
I mean, yeah, that's. I also am glad for the effort. All right, camera. What the hell, camera?
What the hell positioning?
You from another island? Wish I could go places too. Just you wait and see. Once my leg gets better, I'm gonna go all over.
Yeah, that was probably the most important part of Golden's LP, that moment.
The leg will get better in no time. Why don't you come over to my room sometime and tell me stories about where you've been?
Fucking Google video, man. We are old.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this girl's voiced, which is sort of odd for the townsfolk.
Yeah, that's probably another case of cut material where they were going to have her do more stuff, but yeah, it's just one side quest. Anyway, you're gonna have to check in at the desk and go inside Ira's room that's named the little girl.
Yep. Oh.
That would have been detail. Also, this is like... They probably have technology that can just do that.
There we go.
Wrapping up 2 side quests in 1. We're getting some real efficiency out of this.
Yep.
Yep, the 10th flag has been set.
Yep. Can I think I also have to leave and come back for the like
The dude,
the
yes.
parents? Wait, hold on.
Whoop.
Enjoy some TV here for a moment. Golf.
Are you trying to like have like a real meta moment where you're just trying to hide behind the TV clips in order to show your model, and then it's just like the picture of Megaman in the picture-in-picture of the TV screen with you behind it?
We got the weather, we got Mega Man, we got golf. I think the golf is my favorite. Alright, I don't know if I talked to
I think it's a lot of people's favorite because it ended up being like a cell phone game. Mega Man Legends Golf did have a golf game.
Incredible.
Yeah, unfortunately that was like pre-smartphone era, so...
Oh, do I have anything new for the museum?
I feel like you have at least one thing. Yeah, because I think the horn or the shield you found in there.
Yeah, let me quick.
That's a catalog's bell. They're found only on this island.
Or the bell,
No
okay.
one knows what they're used for. Is it okay if I put this on display? Thank you so much! I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this. Oh my! Is that a crystal fossil? Do you know what that is? Those are made when a Reaverbot's body crystallizes over the centuries. They're considered Grade 3 national treasures. It would mean so much to me if you'd let me display that here. Please.
The crystal body.
I have so many questions about the lifespan of a Reaverbot and current mechanical maintenance and all of that crap.
Thank you so much. I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this.
I think.
You're a digger, right?
Yeah, I think that's all we got. Okay.
No, there we go.
If you find... I'll...
Okay. So then let's downstairs and upstairs, which should refresh the stuff.
I really enjoy these weird, random voice clips everywhere because it just, like, you start doing a little bit of internal archaeology in there, and it's just like, well, maybe they were going to do some material for this.
It's a ghost! We found a Reaverbot ghost. Holy shit. So yeah, a lot of stuff in here. I'll do my stop by later when we go through the main gate time 2. Alright, so back here. This is the entrance.
I'm just taking care of this one. Gonna be in the waiting room.
No, we don't need to go see her yet. Ah, here. Hello.
There he is.
What's it like on other islands? Have you been to many other places? You know, as soon as my leg gets better, I'm gonna go someplace different. I wonder what it's like on other islands. What's it like on other... Have you...
Well,
You know, I'm gonna go... I wonder...
Alright, so we got the sunlight.
pocket full of sunshine.
Yeah, and then I think we need to leave and come back one more time?
Well, no, you have to go to City Hall in order to ask the mayor about donations for medical equipment.
Oh, okay, we actually, we've tripped that flag now.
Yeah, we tripped that flag, so we have to go over there and say, like, hey, there's some medical equipment that I can buy for you.
Yeah, okay. I thought we had to go through there, like, I thought we had to go in there and talk to, like, one other nurse or something.
Yeah, it's weird because these side quests just kind of blur together, right? When they
Yeah.
have the single endpoint. Nice. Anything that is not straight on momentum, the collision detection triggers.
Trying to ghost drive the cops there, just not happening. Alright. City Hall, I don't know how much money we'll need. We can always go grab some.
15,000.
We're gonna be short by about 6.
Well then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright. I guess that means we need some cash before we can finish this side quest up.
Well, fortunately, there's a place we can go that has lots of that.
Yeah, oh goodness. They like I think I remembered the sub-cities having the most cash.
They have the most cash in the sense that you're going to be hitting them up for the most cash.
Yeah.
The same zero, I assume that they have some form of internet. I don't know, some form of inter-island commerce.
Yeah, a lot of the islands I remember from 2 are very like, on their own. Oh, no, I don't want this. I want... So there's a door I haven't gone in. Over here.
Yeah, I might as well check this part out.
So this is the old town?
Old Town is very weird because there's almost nothing to do in here, and it is very much like leftover stuff.
Yeah, there's a reason I've never come over on this side. There's quite literally nothing here.
It's an old abandoned part of town that nobody really uses, which is... Yeah. Also these guys.
Getting owned by dogs repeatedly.
Dogs will repeatedly body slam you. And then this area that you never have to visit.
Yeah, I do not think there is a reason you need to be in this area ever. So anyway, here's the map of the place. We're sort of, you can see the X is the main gate.
Mm-hmm. Presumably they use this tower as just a power generator for the entire city. But then why not maintain and upkeep all the shit surrounding it? It's weird. And they're not even using any power. It's all coming from... like,
Yeah, this is just a power station that's powering something that we don't...
the dogs are just kind of a pain since you are not allowed to use your weapons in the city.
So yeah, this is the old city here. How many dogs do we got? 3?
Are you trying to engage dog corral?
Yeah, I lost a dog somewhere. Yeah, the dogs own this part of the city. Yeah, there's this big old building
Warehouse.
here.
Yeah.
And this is where we want, going south to the main gate.
So how come you don't get harassed by dogs all the time?
They carry treats. We don't carry dog treats.
I suppose.
More cat.
Hmm. There are a lot of cats around here, just sort of incidentally.
Yep. So yeah,
People are just sort of... Yeah.
everybody's just kind of hanging out around here.
Yeah, they just found out the main gate's open, but they're just like, well, don't want to deal with all that hot mess.
Do you think all the cats came out of the main gate?
Do you think they're robot cats?
Like, we didn't see the cats until, like, the main gate opened.
I don't know. Why don't you ask that one right over there?
Hey, what's up? Is this your house?
Well, our house is now his house.
Alright, I'm taking that cat with me. We got a cat. Good job. Alright, the main gate.
Yeah. The other nice thing too is that there is a car checkpoint for the main gate, so you never have to go to the old city ever. It's whack.
Man, be careful. I don't like the looks of this place.
Oh, I'm out of... I didn't refill sub-weapon.
Yeah, I might want to just double back because I know that you'll have to deal with some shit.
Yeah, I don't want to double back until I've actually got the 15 grand.
That's true. Anyway, the first part of the main gate is kind of a problem because it's a spiral going down, and it's filled with these enemies.
Yeah.
The new form of the shield Reaver bots that don't really... like, they have just way too many iframes, so you can't just knock away their shields. You just have to wait until they drop it and fire.
Okay, I'm checking... I remember the walls as well. I'm trying to remember everything about this place. But yeah, we're spiraling down into the actual gate. And then... Wow, that was 1,500 from that, so... There's the hole I'm thinking of.
Nice. Well, there you go.
Alright, God, like, I'm trying to think if I can do the whole thing with just... You know what? Oh no, it's in normal items.
Oh, you did have a hyper cartridge. How about that?
Yeah, let's just do this because we have to do the. So, like, we have to do this twice.
Yeah, that's completely fine.
And it goes down a long way, too.
So, like, might as well do this whole thing in one and then, like, go up and unlock the other half.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, these things are kind of a pain when they can't just, like, when you have no way of dropping their shields.
Yeah, and then we got this.
Yeah, and like I said, they have perfect iframes when they're in their shield carrying animation.
So what I want is to get rid of this one here, so that we're just one-on-one.
Yeah.
And of course I don't have vacuum, so a bit of an annoyance, but...
There we go.
Alright. As long as we're being fairly aggressive at them, they're not really threatening. Alright, and then our prize, which is Buster Unit Omega.
Yeah, that is a really good Buster part. That's actually one of my in-game ones.
So... Attack range 3.
Hey, that looks pretty nice. Yeah, that's very decent.
Yeah, that'll do.
Starting to get a lot of stuff. And it looks like
Yeah, and then we lose communications as we go deeper and deeper. Oh, heck,
Yeah.
come on. Come on.
This is also the part where the shield enemies start to double up, and it's just like, man, do I even want to fight them?
Mm. Then we got this side.
Right here is where the actual dungeon starts up, more or less.
What does the energy stat on the Buster do?
The energy stat on the Buster is the amount of shots that you can have on the screen at a time.
So,
or
like,
rather, a burst, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4?
This is more or less how many shots you can fire before there is a cooldown.
Energy plus 1. 5.
It tends to be kind of useful because that just means that you have less opportunities to just not fire. And when it is at max, you just have infinite shots.
And here we get more of the sort of bureaucratic nature of things.
The lore.
Yep.
You mean the lore, Slaya?
Alright, let's do a bad idea.
Cool. Just gonna open that up without any thought or consequence or whatever.
Which I just pulled, she's activated the portals to the living quarters. Should have appeared somewhere on the island. It's time to start looking for them.
This part's a bit weird because Megaman just incidentally knows about all of this stuff.
Yeah. Alright, then I think it's the door on the left that leads out.
Of course, you have to deal with Dog.
Yep.
The good news is that you
Oof.
only have to deal with one at a time.
Check out that money.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. So I think at this point we probably want to like back out of here and then do the 3 subsidies.
Yeah, it's kind of a decent idea. I think
Because I think we can do a little more in here.
we can. Because I know that one of the subsidies is locked behind the next boss fight. But yeah, following your logic, I am fairly sure that we can just double out and then tackle the other 2 at our leisure.
Well, I think right now I'm going through this area just because I'm in here, but yeah, dogs
Yeah,
are
might
worth
as
a
well.
lot of money. Big money dogs. Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues with fighting the dogs is fighting them in like extremely close quarters like this.
Yeah. All right.
Hmm.
Okay, and then we got another dog here. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't get hit by that.
Yeah, what are hitboxes anyway?
I agree. Indeed, I think we're getting... Do we actually have all the component pieces at this point? Or are we
I
short?
believe we do.
I think that's the last one I can think of.
Well, it's halfway
Well,
to the last one. You have to like turn it
yeah.
in first.
Right, right.
Okay, now we're in business.
Hmm. So, not only do we get to have the shining laser pieces, but we also get a lot of pieces for, like, other types of endgame weaponry.
Yeah,
So-
main gate has a lot locked behind it. It's very nice.
Alright, that's everything back here.
And that left gate leads to the sub gates. Or the sub ruins, whatever. There's
This-
a lot of subs in this game.
This one, or the other one?
Yes. That other one leads to boss fight. This one just leads to sub ruin area.
Yeah. Alright, let's at least get our sub-ruin bearings, so that we know how we can get in here without having to...
I mean, post Blue Falcon, we're all very excited for Shining Laser. Not so much all of the time and investment needed to be excited for Shining Laser.
Right, I don't know if we're actually going to be doing full upgrade on that, because that's a lot of cash. Oh. God, I need a drill arm for... Yeah, okay.
I would have really rather preferred that, you know, you could just get the drill arm right there.
Alright, well... So I need to drill that, then leave, then come back. And the moment I
Yeah.
open this door, then I'm going to be ambushed by a dog.
You're going to be ambushed by Paul and Money, is what you mean.
Alright, where you at?
This definitely makes a lot of sense as a grinding spot, just because you can just walk out and then immediately come back and kill this dog and get mad cash.
There's our cash money.
I love these idiot dogs constantly running into things. Their pathfinding sucks ass, and I love it.
Alright. Let's get things done. So yeah, this leads out.
Finally, a boss fight.
And so we have when we hit the subsidy button, we cause these like small black boxes to pop out of the ground in a number of different places. And so to get the Watcher, Dreamer, and Sleeper keys, we need to go through the living quarters. Anyway, let's check out this big warehouse.
Wow, that's pretty big. I wonder what it is. Wait! That mark!
Teasel, you better not be eating that entire pizza yourself. Huh? Hey, you! Do you know what happened to us thanks to you? I thought I was going to die! Huh?
You're alive! That's wonderful!
Let go of me! What do you think you're doing? Don't touch me!
What the hold up, Tron? If you don't hurry up, there's not going to be any pizza left. Huh? You. What are you doing here? Tron! Hurry up, get on board. It's time to activate Bruno.
This robot is my masterpiece. You're welcome to try and stop us. But you won't stand a chance this time. See you!
Wait!
Thanks for waiting, Teasel! Let's go! Everyone ready? We're moving out! Roger! Miss Tron looks happy.
It's just Teasel eating a pizza.
Teasel ducking out eating pizza. .gif.
I'm gonna give me the pizza.
I feel like any part of this cutscene could just be submitted to no context Megaman.
Alright, so.
Bruno sucks. He's really hard.
Yeah, I didn't think about that going in here. I haven't saved since the beginning of the stream, so that'll be fun.
You can duck and cover behind the subgate entrances when he fires his homing blasts.
Yeah.
And he opens with those.
Oop.
So what I've noticed is...
Is my shield not gonna come back on?
No, because it got hit by fire.
Oh, God.
That is the other problem. It goes from far away. Also, like, Bruno just sort of meanders around, walks back and forth between that area and this one.
Whatever,
and
I've got an
sometimes
invincible blocking thing.
Yeah, depending on whether or not the hitboxes will agree with you. So your target is the middle section, but you can also end up targeting the shoulder turrets in order to try and disable them, and the lock-on is really obnoxious about that sometimes. Bruno will also shoot these bombs from his feet in order to keep you away from him. And you will have the occasional, like, missile volleys and stuff. Everything is just... It's a whole bunch of everything, really.
Yep. And a little bit longer, and we should have a double shot here, so...
Yeah, I believe after every second energy blast volley, he will fire 2 missiles at you.
Okay.
Though he just sort of does it sometimes when he feels like it. You seem to be doing pretty well right now. I'm honestly impressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep myself topped off because I don't have my shield, so...
Smart plan.
Yeah, this is the big thing that you just... Getting hit by this at the beginning sucks.
Not to mention that your targeting is always constantly thrown off by... Bruno has 5 targets that you can aim for, and they're all packed pretty closely to each other in terms of what your buster can aim at.
So, like, when I'm actually targeting here, even when I'm targeting, you can see some of my shots going off on a homing trip. Ooh, that also damaged Bruno there. Getting hit by the green blast.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. It was just that close, huh?
Yeah.
Fortunately, this is the last that you'll see of those green energy blasts.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to get targeting here, but even then, like...
I honestly have no idea what shooting the shoulders is supposed to even do. Maybe after a while it disables the missile, but Bruno has never lasted long enough for me to find out.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well go for the old tried and true.
Yeah. A little bit to the side there. There's those missiles.
It's just very tough to get a good position when you're trying to fight him, because the bombs are keeping you away, and meanwhile you can just do a whole bunch of other shit that you have to duck.
I don't like how my shots home in. Even when I'm trying to... You see how I'm trying to target center here? It doesn't matter. My shots go off on their own.
Yeah, every once in a while it's just like, I feel like that shoulder needs some love. Well, I'm gonna go over there. See ya. And like I mentioned before, sometimes when the blasts are catching onto the subgate entrances, you can get really unlucky. The hitboxes can screw up and it can just clip past and hit you.
Yeah, I think that's how I took my first hit in this fight. Okay, so this is the exact shot I want. See how quick I'm just running down health, but now I'm targeting his legs there. So... We'll get you, Bruno. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I think a lot of the keepaways that he has are a good idea, but it's just kind of bad because of the hitboxes and everything. I feel like if the targeting on the Buster was a little bit better than what they were demanding of you, then it would be alright, but as it stands, no.
Yeah, like, look at my shots, just no. None of them are connecting there, even though I'm aiming directly at the body.
I mean, that is far and away the most egregious part of this fight.
So...
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you have the one boss, or the one obstacle that you just did not design around specifically. Because, like, your homing worked well enough for every other situation, and then you come up with this, and it's just like, well...
Okay. Get back over here! I think the worst part is that my homing shots home in on things that are already destroyed.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Is that enough to finish this off? Oh dear.
It's getting kind of clutch.
Yeah.
But you seem to have things under control.
Problem is, again, like, I cannot hit Bruno here.
Finding the magic pixel is very frustrating when you are constantly getting all of this keep away in your face. It's honestly a good thing that you have plenty of range on that Buster to make sure that you can stay away from the bombs.
Yep. Don't like the corner I'm in right now.
Got him.
Alright, there we go. Just knock him
Fucking
over.
splits in half. One stroke, certain death.
Huh?
Hey, what's up?
Okay, Blue Boy, I must know, what's your name?
Me? My name is Megaman. Megaman Volnut.
Megaman, is it? You know, I've been in this business a long time, but this is the first time anyone's ever given me this much trouble. Yet, it feels good somehow, being beaten by you like this. Almost as though I've met my match.
Teasel!
I can face the facts. I lost, you won. I'm gonna try to forget this entire incident. Ah, it feels good to say that. My heart feels as clean as the blue sky on a cloudless day.
So you're noticing
See you around, Mega Man.
that bit on Teasel's face when they did the perspective shot where it's like they're trying to emulate depth of field and stuff, but you can clearly see that the polygons are tearing through that texture.
They're just slowly walking away to sad music.
Yeah, I love that rival gracefully accept and defeat shit.
Never see him again?
Drawn. Once he finds the treasure, we'll wait for our chance and take it from him.
What?
You didn't think I was going to just walk away, did you?
Oh, of course not. Now that's the Teasel I know.
You bet it is. Old Teasel never gives up. I'll get that treasure sooner or later, one way or the other.
We did it.
Okay. Last fight with Bonds.
That cutscene was like right here. We could hear everything. Like,
Yeah. Plenty of dead space.
can I call?
Yes, you can.
Okay, sweet. I didn't know if I could, if it was the old city. I know you can call them outside of the side there. Anyway, we need to energy charge, please. And we need to do this, seeing as we haven't done this all stream.
Oh, yeah, wow. You kind of forget about that after a while, and it's just like, oh shit, how many hours have we been set back?
Alright, then... I think we can do some item dev right now, but not all of it. We have one other thing we need to take care of. So, blunted drill makes drill arm. Drill.
So drill arm lets you blow up those specific walls and also those pillars that we had to have the grand grenade for before.
Ooh, auto battery. I'm a fast,
Fast runner.
Alright. Let's go over to other side of town then.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So, the gates. There were two in that fight. This is the one we came up out of, so this is the first sub-city. Then we'll go by the other sub-cities. Yeah, the drill arm being this late's really weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is the end of the game.
Honestly, it's kind of a pain to have obstacles that are blocking your path that require a specific key like that, and then the key just showing up way late in the game.
Well, that and it takes your buster weapon. Alright, here's sub-city 2. Not really?
Everyone's just sort of corralling around it, but they know the score. They're not going down there.
Yeah.
Except for that lady.
Yeah, she's... Oh,
she's got more moxie than we at this point.
hold on. Before I go west side, I should actually go to City Hall.
Yeah, and get that medical equipment.
Yeah, because then I can go over there, turn in the shiny eye, and the do the medical thing as well. Bank's still ruined.
Well.
Yep.
I'm glad we're on the same page. The bank.
Sure is broken. Oh, no. God damn it. I should repair the bank, because there's actually a funny bit with a serve bot in it, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, we can just... I feel like we got plenty of cash off of that other...
Yeah. Hell, I think the bank's broken for like to the tune of $2,000. It's just it's the image of we need to leave the bank busted, you know?
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, 2,000. Whatever. Fine. I'm gonna pay $2,000 so that I can show off I remember there being like a serve bot in there, and it was kind of funny. That's it.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, and that is actually the final side quest, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because with Bruno defeated, you did unlock one last side quest, and that should be it.
What about the condos? Look, the side of town's rich enough. They can gin up $5,000, like, to repair this building.
Yeah, no need to hit up the tax dollars for freebies.
Tax dollars, all of my wallet. Alright, anyway, let's go over to hospital. We'll also, at some point to where the third one of those are. Okay.
You were fiddling around with that plotted plant a lot longer than I thought you needed to.
Yeah, like... And there's...
These things just happen.
And here's the third one. Like, it's not actually that hard to find all three of them. They're pretty front and center. Hey, Spammy. So, I think it's literally just this is the actual item we needed to turn in here.
Yeah, the museum's weird in that everything else is fluff. This one actually gets you something.
That's a Reaper-bot eye. Look at it. It's so beautiful the way the light goes through that translucent red. These are Grade 1 national treasures. There have been lots of diggers who've disappeared in the dungeons looking for these. It would be the star attraction for any museum. Would it really be all right if I put it on display here? Thank you so much. I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this. You're a digger, right? If you find something, bring it.
Alright, and then we need to leave and come back in.
Yeah, I think there's one more item, but that's a whole bunch of nothing, so yeah, whatever. Because, like, once you get everything, the voice clips just stop.
The main gate, you say? Alright.
So you're just going to give that to us, right? Not going to ask for anything?
Nope.
Well, came up here to get this evaluated. We're hoping to get about 50 grand off of it. Anyway, you can just have it if you want. Like, the fuck kind of deal is that?
Here we got the Cadillac Island. We got, this big monolith. And, as I have the last 2 times, we've got, this painting here.
Yes, the foreshadowing painting.
Now, this is some damn art.
Megaman visits the James Turrell retrospective.
Alright, I need to...
Like, get to the mission where you have to defend City Hall, the Bonds mow down City Hall, and then the words art appear in big polygonal letters.
Besides SF Debris actually says SF instead of sci-fi. Good question. Alright, hey.
I mean, by that same token, who the hell says exploratory platformer? It's just a bad mouthfeel. No one wants to actually say it. I know we gotta get rid of Metroidvania at some point, but like...
Hey, Megaman! Look! Look, I can walk again! The nurse told me that you bought them a machine that fixed my leg. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I found it when I was out for a walk. Come back and see me again. Come.
Alright.
Yes. Yeah, that about does it for her. It's a pretty decent buster part that you can make off of what she gives you.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go make the big one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check something real quick because I know that we have several components for another really good buster part.
So in, oh, Gatling Park and Flower Pool for Gatling Gun. Sweet.
Yeah, one of the rare,
I think that's a try piece?
it's kind of, yeah, it is a tri-piece. I think it's everything but attack.
Well, what am I missing for the laser at this point?
You're gonna have to use the drill arm in order to,
Right.
yeah, because there's the subgate entrance at Closer Woods.
Yes, okay. And I need to get
Not the entrance to the main sub-dungeon, I'm talking about, like, the entrance to the sub-ruins. There's a wall over there, and it's just like a big amalgamation of drillable walls that you have to mow down and get it. So we can get this.
Yeah, I just want the infinity on that.
Yeah.
Not quite. Alright, so let's actually support Car over to the fourth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then head on in through there.
So the entrance is right before the digging site where you had to fight the Marwolf, and there is there's a bug that you'll want to pick up.
Okay. Oh, that means I'm on the wrong side, actually. I need to be at the Northwoods then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just walk it.
This brought to you by, we didn't put a checkpoint at the Closer Woods. For some reason.
Yeah, well, I think of the woods, like the north and south side is the same thing in my mind. But you can't actually like go around the city to get from one to the other.
It's very strange.
Alright. Oh, let me check that Gatling gun part.
Yeah, might as well. Huh, energy plus 4, A. You've got yourself a fairly balanced buster.
Yep. I like having a lot of range on it. Range tends to be really useful in this game, as we've seen with a lot of like bosses where you're like, wait, how are you even able to hit that?
Yeah, the pirate fights want a lot of range in particular.
Yeah. Alright.
So anyway, I was just sort of rummaging around trying to find what the sunlight is used for, and we are missing one component that it goes with, that is the broken circuits. Those are hanging around in the kid's junk pile, and you trade in a bug in order to get it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the entrance we were talking about.
Yeah. So here we are. Oop. Yeah, we've not been in this one.
Oh, yeah, I don't think we have. I just kind of assumed that we did at some point, and then just like, well... Because, I don't know, that's kind of my internal logic specifically. I usually come down here right before I fight Marwolf, so it just never crossed my mind.
See, I got infinite drill specifically, so I don't have to worry about this running out in the middle of the ruin.
Because that would suck. Blaster Unit R.
Okay.
Weapon plans. With that, I think we have everything needed for the Shining Laser, at least.
Yeah, I think the Shining... That's what I was, like, thought we were missing after I thought about it.
Yeah, also Blaster Unit R is really powerful.
Yeah, let me... Two.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot of good choices. We can do a lot of different things with our Buster, if need be. Yeah, we want to go this way.
And it's just a little bit of extra cash.
Yep. Might as well grab it since I'm here.
Plus, the stag beetle that we need to pick up for the kids is right outside of this entrance, so it's easy to get on the way back.
Where's this side lead?
This room sure exists. Oh good, it's these little things. So we just got the cannon kit. That is definitely one of the chief indicators that they kind of expect you to make a detour over here on your way to go fight Marwolf, because it leads to the Powered Buster, which is presumably the second weapon right after Machine Buster.
Oh yeah, and we just didn't get the I was kind of wondering where the hell the Powered Buster was.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we also get this final little side area now that we have the jet
Right.
springs. This one's a little weird because it happens to have the types of rebrots that can spit fire at you. And only one actual chest, the rest are just mimics.
Yeah, mimics give decent money.
They do.
Hi.
Yeah, the outdoor areas definitely look pretty decent.
Oh god. No.
It all comes down to art direction.
Help. Help.
Trouble with the trolley, Spyro.
It's around for 5 seconds and then it disappears. Alright, that. Okay, and then this one. And I think just one on the far end of that side.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the real one?
Yep, that does it for this entire segment.
Oh, triple access. Sure.
Triple access is, I think, everything but rapid.
Yeah. This is a blaster part that... Oh, everything but attack.
Everything but attack, okay. Well,
Now, that was one... When I picked that up, I remembered that one, because that was when I used... My early setup would be like that, plus like +4 attack laser thingy.
yeah, it's very handy, and that's part of the game.
Mm. Yeah, and I don't think there's another exit to this room above. Oh no, there's this thing we haven't done yet.
Yeah. That just wraps around to underneath.
Oh, I thought that wrapped around to a little bit of cash. Oh well.
Yeah. Every once in a while you come up with weird alternate paths like that just sort of loop around.
Oh, that's got to be there because you might not have the jump.
Yeah, that's definitely it, actually.
Yeah, because you don't like. I have the big jump right now, but you know clearly you're not. When you do this for Marvel, but like you don't have that, so.
Mm-hmm. It's just a way to get you. So we're gonna need to leave the way we came in.
Yep. Though.
Yeah, now we have a shortcut to the Carden Forest segment.
Yeah, and I hadn't actually.
Ah, that's true.
Might as well grab.
Rapid fire barrel is either a buster part or a component.
And then let me quick see where this loops to, just in case there's like a little bit more cache on this side here. Because again, I see map squares that aren't filled in, so.
Yeah, it's
Oh hell.
the habit's hard to break. I understand.
Gotta have that map completion.
Hey, just take it from me, a recovering addict. Anyway, this is definitely a place that you've been to, because you take a look at the
Well, I've not been
Yeah.
on this side of it. Again, let me... And, yep, that's what I expected. Yeah, so that's exactly the sort of thing that I wanted to take this side detour for.
Yeah, just for the little incidental holes. This part leads out to the room where you got the antique shield. And that's nearby the Cardin Ruins exit.
Alright.
So yeah, if you have the jump parts, you were able to get up there and do a little bit more exploring. It's so nice how interconnected all of these sections of the level are.
Yeah. I really like that the sub-gate is
Well, except this part.
help. Uh-huh, yep, It's fine, everything's fine.
All checks out. Yeah, it's really nice. You can just sort of go off to the side and get some treasure, and then later on, when you have better tools, it becomes a shortcut.
Okay, and then here's the... Nope.
Yeah, Norivia makes a good point. Like, the drill walls in this one room connect like 3 different subsections of the main underground.
Yeah.
So
I just, like, a lot of the things that are, like, sub-weapon, or, like your secondary, I wish weren't. And then...
yeah, I think the problem is, like, I understand the... Oh, there's the bug.
That's why I appreciate.
Let's stop for a moment and appreciate bug.
Stag beetle.
.jpg.
Not GIF, come on. That was moving.
All right.
Alright. So let's head back to the hideout, swap it out.
In fairness, when someone clips it, it's going to be .mp4.
So yeah, kids hideout here.
Yeah, so the kids' hideout is one of these areas where it's just like, well, you did the main thing, but you can also do some side stuff while you're at it. They're always in the market for new stuff.
Pile of junk.
Broken circuits.
Okay. And normally this is where I would say, let's call a roll, but...
Yeah, that's just not how the game design decided it.
Yeah, so let's head to north side of town, call roll, refill, and then start heading into sub-cities, I guess, at this point?
Probably. Well, there's one more side quest, and that's it.
Oh, what's left? Oh! Okay.
I just want you to know the stream skipped ahead like 5 seconds, and I got some severe whiplash.
Thunk! Alright, special items... I'm gonna have to go refill the sub-tank, too.
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's see what item dev comes out with.
so we'll get the cannon kit to make the powered buster.
I honestly think that the Powered Buster is better in the sequel, because it doesn't, like, hug the ground and then immediately trigger off of an incline.
Broken circuits, main core shard, and sunlight used to make Omni Unit Omega. And this is the, like, super buster unit. Oh, rapid fire battle. Oh, we didn't have the machine gun.
Yeah.
Like, the like, rapid one. Okay.
So Omni Unit Omega is attack, range, and energy +2, but rapid +1 still.
Oh god damn it! What am I still missing for Shining Laser then?
Okay, so you have the Crystal Prism, you have weapon plans, and you have Oh, you didn't turn in the
comic book. I thought I did turn in the comic book, but
fucking hell, I thought you did too. I'm sorry.
No, that's on me. Oh god, where do I turn that back in? And then I've completely forgotten that.
Oh, you have to go back to the kids.
Yeah, we got the comic book, and then I'm like, all right, that's a Shining Laser part. You just put the comic book in there, and we only talked to them once instead of twice. So
sorry, kids, get back in the van. Mom accidentally forgot to lock the door.
Whoops. Anyway, once we get the Shining Laser, then we've got subsidies. We've got what's our last side quest then? We've got the
last side quest is car heist.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's bank robbery.
Yeah. That's why we need the bank back.
Well, with all this incidental shitting around, at least the bank is back.
True. Unscrew the door. Yep. So yeah, they have broken circuits, X-Buster. They got a lot of stuff in this pile of junk.
They also have Old Heater, which you trade a beetle for, and that's the last museum item.
Right. So Omni unit. +2 to everything, +1 rapid.
So now that gives you 7 in everything but rapid. Yeah, personally, my final configuration was Omni Unit Omega, Blaster Unit R, and Buster Unit Omega. Just to get the most out of everything.
I see what you mean. Alright. Now we can go ahead and make the damn Shining Laser after like the third time.
Make the damn donuts.
Actually.
Yes.
Yeah, X-Buster. That's our set, and then we're empty-handed.
So what's your Buster look like now? Yeah, that checks out.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Beck.
Yay. So the one weird thing is that the bank is only significant in its existence for one cutscene, or one side quest rather. You don't really do anything inside of it.
Yeah, it's just here.
Oh, she's one of those employees. The guy that yells fire in a crowded room and is like, oh, I guess we don't do jokes anymore.
Alright. Oh, let's call the car then. Nope.
That's the other thing that I really like about Buster Parts. What I just provided it isn't even like super optimal. You can't really max out every single stat. So you're free to just use your imagination and come up with something that fits your specific priorities.
Right, like I might be fine lowering energy on that to up wrap it a little more or something like that. Alright,
Yeah.
X-Buster. Prism, crystal, and weapon plans are used to make the Shining Laser. Shining Laser is effectively the ultimate secondary weapon. Almost frightens me.
Yeah, it's basically the ultimate weapon of the game. It costs a shitload in order to update, but you can give it infinite energy.
Yeah, so Shining Laser. And then if I go to enhance it,
It will demand
50,000, 25,000, 50,000. And that's literally level 1 upgrades.
Yeah.
So, like, this thing is your giant money sink.
The other giant money sink would be Active Buster, specifically for the infinite energy upgrade.
True.
God, it's even worse in the sequel. The Shining Laser, objectively, costs so much money to upgrade that you can max out your Zenny and still not be able to afford everything at once.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Jelly Omelet. Thank you very much. We're just, we're rolling towards the end of the game here.
Yeah.
I need to go to... Oh, actually.
Hey, Zombo, I don't blame you. I busted out the Game Genie for the other Let's Play, too.
Okay, so we're gonna save, we're gonna fully heal up, and then we're gonna dive into some sub-cities. Once we get all 3 of the sub-cities done, we can go, dive back into the main gate. And that's the end.
Guess so.
Nope.
You don't feel like doing bank robbery before main gate?
I'll come up and do it after the sub-gates.
Sounds right.
I'll leave, like, I want to go do the sub-gates, then have a break between the sub-gates, and,
Just a little bit of a palate cleanser.
yeah, yeah. Because if we do it now, then all that's left is just, like, combat in the gates. So,
Right.
Just a
That's
little bit of a swap. Alright, so what I'm actually here for is refill canteen. And they actually do have reasonable parts still. Like, Blaster Unit Omega and Sniper Unit Omega are, like, are +5 to stats. Which is pretty dang reasonable for one item. Like, the three we have on are +6, +7, +6. So +5 is pretty close to all that.
Yeah, and bear in mind that we had to go a lot out of our way in order to get the parts needed to assemble these, and you just buy the shop.
Yep.
Not that big of a gap.
Yeah, like we getting the broken circuit and getting the, like, all that stuff. Anyway. So, sub-cities.
All right, so you're going to call this sub-city your home for the next, I don't know, 70 hours if you want to get the Shining Laser upgraded?
Underground city
Yeah.
must be where the prototype Anther units lived. Where am I gonna find the key to the central gate in here?
You can get something upward of 20,000 Zenny a run in here.
Okay. So what we want to do is we want to pick our fights.
Especially with those guys running around.
Now I'm thinking about it, I might want to leave and go swap back to Vacuum Arm.
That's probably a good idea, especially since your Buster's so OP right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that after this one.
Yeah, good idea.
But yeah, you get a lot of cash from these. And a lot of enemies. And as Mega Man noted, these are like the actual living quarters for the ancient civilization.
Yeah.
Just
Translation leaves a little bit to be desired, but that's okay because this is still the first game we're establishing ground.
Okay, that one's after me. Just stand and shoot.
Yeah, it's great that your buster is now strong enough to just lock all of these idiots down.
Yep. Alright, I don't want to fight that one, I want to fight the Wanderer. Okay. That should be enough to get its attention. Really?
It's usually so sporting. I mean, it's immediately going to make a beeline for you as soon as you're done with this tank, but...
Whose footprints are these? So yeah, I think we made 15 grand just in here.
Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious to everyone else, the idea is you have to clear out the entire room.
From the others. So, how do I get inside?
Yeah. So, like, where is...
Yeah, this is the part of the enemy clearing that really sucks. You have to find the one straggler that you can't really piece.
Yeah, are they on the side over here? Yeah, there's the tank.
Yeah, okay. Just sort of running around in the cramped alleyways as a tank is wont to do.
Here we go. We're close enough to kind of see what it does. It opens up its big old mouth. It fires a bunch of shots like that. There we go.
It sounded like a door opening somewhere. I better take a look around.
They also, they have the spread fire, they have the attack where they throw bombs everywhere, and they also have a concentrated line of fire.
Yep.
Got it! I better get back to the surface.
Oh no, those are in special items. They're the final set.
We still have that blue refractor from the very beginning of the game that we never used.
Yep. So yeah, we do this. So the thing I always liked about this area is that we're underground. And you can see there's like this, sky
Box.
Yeah, like space. Like we got the moon over there, which has like a little Death Star crater. Like that's and, like galaxies and stuff. But like you can see it flickering because just a ceiling.
I appreciate all of the sky boxes. I appreciate the little boxes when the skybox is flittering because it can't render fast enough, so it just sort of goes in piecemeal.
Hanging out inside like a Dyson sphere or something, but which one should I go to next?
Yeah, probably Old City.
Yeah, and I want a quick.
Yeah, get that vacuum arm.
Yeah, get that vacuum arm. Hey, roll. Special weapons, change.
It's honestly very strange that it takes several games or generations or years of development before you finally realize, man, just sucking in all of the money is so much better than having to manually collect it.
Well, that's one of the things I have a lot of, I've seen a lot in ROM hacks for Metroid. But I love from Prime, where if you're doing a charge shot, it has the additional mechanic of like pulling in any like power-ups around you.
Yeah, that's totally fine because you're charging up so frequently in that game.
Yeah, so it's this thing you're kind of already always doing, and it gives it an additional purpose. Sonic's electric shield just on.
Yeah. It's always kind of weird just how the quality of life things have to evolve as opposed to, I don't know, maybe it's just retrospect where we're just like, man, all of the old things that we used to have to do kind of sucked ass, and it's really good that we have these new things. But, I don't know, it's just very fascinating that they had to take so long in order to get to that point.
The dog figured out how to get up here. I didn't think the dog
The
could
dog
jump.
figured out corners.
Yeah, I didn't think the dog could jump. There's that straight line shot. And then... yeah, let's go with you.
Just from a mile away.
We got a tank over here.
So this sub-city is technically a little bit easier than the last one because it's supposed to be the first one you go to because it's right next to where you fought Bruno.
Yeah, you have a lot more of these tanks. It's a lot larger.
Yeah, and instead of those enemies that run at you, you tend to have like the more stationary walkers.
And there's the control unit. So with the control unit dead.
I just love how they implemented that. Because it's something you never really think about because they're using the exact same model. So it's just like, oh, I guess this enemy is just here, I guess.
Right.
It looks so much like the active drones that it is controlling, you don't really think about it being a control unit.
Well, and it's not always passive. Like we saw a little earlier here, we had the set that were firing fireballs.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think we got one more walker over on this side. Yeah, there's the control unit up top. And the walker is right there. So the final gate is the one I remember being much harder.
That sounded like a door opening somewhere.
It certainly takes a
Better
lot
take
more
a look
time.
around.
Yeah, there it is. Gotta look for the big old building. Okay.
That's two. Just one more.
Alright, one more, then we'll go do some bank robbery, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, that should do it.
Yes.
Yo, dog, catch these skates.
Dog can't catch these skates.
Traffic is very hectic today.
Alright. Final one. This one's blue. Second one was green. The first one we did was red. And this one... Hi!
Yeah, this one's an actual boss fight. So the idea with this one is that it is a carrier that deploys Reaver bots and yeah, it will deploy a lot of the more friendlier models. It's just kind of hard to get a rhythm going with this one because you're constantly having to deal with the shit it spits out. And then once you finally are able to clear things out long enough to start wailing on the inside of the train car, then it just becomes, you know, very samey.
Yeah, so...
Like, at this point, you easily have the firepower to lock it down.
Ooh, now it's moving. Big ol' wiggler.
Wigglers.
Wigglers.
I love seeing all of these sub-slimes.
Okay. That's number 2.
Yeah, and since this is the last car, it just gets iframes every other second.
Yeah.
You kind of have to just whittle it down.
But it's trying. One more should do it. Yep, one more shot.
That sounded like a door opening somewhere. Better take a look around.
Now I got all 3.
There. This should be the last key. Now all I have to do is open the central gate.
Yeah, this part of the game is a lot of Mega Man just jumping to wild conclusions about information that he should not have.
Well, the little thing tells you you need these keys to open the central gate. That's what the little control panel said.
Yeah. But, like, he knew about the portals to the living quarters and all of that
Right,
shit.
right. The actual missing piece is how the hell did he know what was going to happen when he turned on the things? Anyway, going back in here, is this one empty when we go back in?
Yeah, it's just empty.
Okay. Cool. I thought this one had enemies in it when you went back in after the boss.
No, unfortunately.
All right. Well, we could go open the central gate inside the main gate, but instead of doing that, let's head north.
Let's foil bank robbery. So you want to go to the Flutter, actually,
Oh,
to start this one.
okay. Works for me.
You know, I'm thinking about quality of life improvements and stuff again, and just like, there is a sort of flow of logic that you come to, like, after a point. It's just like, well, I always just skip Spore Spawn and just go for the early super missile, so why don't I just do that all the time?
Yeah. Okay. And then...
Cat's home.
This just in. Received word that armed robbers have stormed the bank and made off with a large sum of money.
Yeah, when you said Flutter, I remembered the side quest finally.
With stuff like this happening all the time.
Yeah, it's very much framed as like, well, that's fucked up, and then you don't think about it, and then you head downtown, and it's just like, oh, well.
Cat tried to catch me in a corner, and I'm just trying to talk to the cat. Nope. Nope. Single meow.
Yeah, some quality of life improvements are definitely great. I'm just like talking about the bridge between quality of life and the player starting to form habits about what should and should not be integrated into the average play style.
Yep.
Just sort of admiring the view, huh?
Well, I like this little hatch that looks like a face.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also one other scene I could have happen on the Flutter, but I'm not going to, because it's dumb. So
Considering that we're probably never going to actually set foot in the Flutter again, the cat goes on to lead a very happy and healthy life and, you know, spawn 50 other cats. Cat planet, cat planet, cat planet.
Cat planet. Oh, hey.
Wow, we weren't doing anything.
So, this is the bank robbery stuff.
Yeah, all you have to do is just stop the car.
Help! He's gonna get us.
This one's a bit tricky, and like I don't actually know if you can fail it, because the serve bots just sort of drive around the city multiple times.
We better get out of here. We're innocent. We didn't do anything.
It also has a little bit of clinger winger in that it's way too fast, but if you cut corners and shit, you'll be able to catch it and
Misunderstanding.
get on top of the car as per usual, and then just start shooting away at it.
Wow, we weren't doing anything. Help! 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 He's gonna get us.
Stop! Stop it!
Oh, I guess one of those stray shots caught the car.
Nope, whoops.
Well, ACAB, motherfucker, sorry.
What do you think you're doing? Is he in league with the robbers?
I wonder if I can fail it this way.
I never actually did this before. This is news to me.
Whoa, he's shooting at us!
Whoa, he's shooting at us!
We better get out of here.
Okay.
That roll is scripted. They just assumed that you were getting out of the way. Okay, so there are two things that you can do with this trunk of cash. You can either go over to the inspector and hand it over, or you could just leave. Well,
I want to see, do we have a trunk of cash?
yeah, that question mark is because they weren't actually.
You become hyper dark for that one.
Yeah, funny story about that.
Don't shoot the surf bots. So, we haven't really been showing it off, but there is this, like...
Morality system?
I don't even know if... I think that's actually giving it way too much credit. Because it's just, you like... Like, there's only, like, 3 things in the game that affect it, right? Like...
Yeah, and also... I mean, this works for us because that's more shit that we can put on weapons. I mean, we've already more or less done all of the side quests and everything, so we don't actually have to be nice to anyone at this point.
Right.
In Mega Man Legends 1, the color modifier doesn't really affect anything significant.
Yeah. If I remember right, kicking that can there modifies it slightly. You can get it lightened up. Where the hell do you go for that?
No idea. Oh, you're talking about the sequel where you can get it lightened up.
Yeah. In the sequel, you can go like, oh god, I don't even remember. We'll see when we
donate
get
money
there.
to church.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's head over to the bank. But yeah, what the hell do I want to upgrade with 200,000 bucks?
Right, so the whole idea is that it was a complete misunderstanding. The Servbots had just gotten grant money from City Hall to build a restaurant.
Yep.
And presumably, if you didn't keep the money and give it to the inspector, then you'll see a burger joint pop up in downtown.
Yeah. I feel bad taking that because I don't get the burger joint, but we're done with the game here, so...
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit too long for us to see burger.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we'd even get the burger joint anyway.
Burger joint? I found a bone in my shake there.
It's great. It's a good burger joint because there's little Servbots under the... It's really cool. But we're not going to see that at all. Because I want... Nope, that item can't be used.
In summary, Mega Man has changed classic rock forever.
It's true. Alright, God, how much do I actually need to upgrade the shining laser? I assume I don't have anywhere near enough.
Notice how we're talking about this after we got a trunk full of cash. I might as well try unless you have other weapons that could use the upgrade more than any of them. Oh no, we fucked up the shaders.
And that's the infinite.
God.
Yeah. So it costs some money.
A bit of cash. Oh, right, you should probably show off this one thing with data, though.
Yep. Let me quick...
So we keep losing fights. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess that only triggers at the flutter. Well, whatever. So what we were trying to do is, if you were accessing data at the flutter, and you ask him that question, he gives you some money. He asks if you want more, and you tell him no, and he gives you some money, and then you tell him yes the next time, and he just gives you, like, 100,000 in it or some shit.
Like, just pile of cash.
Yeah, and the idea being that you can just get free money off of him forever if you stay on those two dialogue choices instead of going for the final push. Anyway, I think it's about time we wrap this up.
Yep. then I'm gonna call... I think I can call the car in this area.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep looking at that blue refractor.
Megaman puts the blue refractor to his head. Hey, Roll, could you come out here for a sec? Yeah, it's definitely a good weapon to finish this off with.
Yeah, we won't have the infinite shining laser, but...
I mean, the big problem is that we actually need a lot of light in order to fire the laser, and, well, we kind of lost it.
Yeah. So even
Still a good bit of energy, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even with the, like, not full energy, like... Jerk.
Yeah, this enemy still sucks.
But yeah.
Yeah, you can, like, you could tell there's nothing going through that shield. It's just the worst.
Yeah. Wait.
Yes, that was a hole back there. We already got the contents of said hole.
Yep. Yeah, there was. We came through here earlier. That's why we have the map of the area.
Yeah, 10,000 Zinni in there. Alright, so now we are back where we took a detour over to the subgates and everything. So this time we're going to go further down.
Okay. Though I think I still have to go in this room and turn on the central gate. Actually, let's head down. There should be like a...
No, heading down is how you do that, actually.
Oh.
That first dialogue choice is just a red herring. Because the idea is that people would be able to open it through that terminal only through password input from Eden. So
oh yeah, we don't have we're not in Eden, so yeah.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure what Eden is at this point.
Nice. The double KO.
Alright, and that's the end of the main gate.
Yeah, and now we're in the center here, and this is the
final area.
This is it. Like, this is the end of the game. So...
Huh? There's some writing. Watcher. What is that supposed to mean? Second door. What is this? It reads... Sleeper.
Thinking about that one Space Adventure Cobra game and how, like, every single door you walk up to, and it's just like, you who opened the third gate, prepare to surrender your soul to the mouth of the devil.
What does this one say? Dreamer? Well, it should be the last one. What's happening to me? This is the first time I've ever been here, but I feel like I've seen this before. Something is telling me there's danger here, that it shouldn't be opened.
Yeah, that is straight up Little Fugue in G minor. What of it?
It's a man? A person?
Was it you who awoke me? It is somewhat earlier than I had planned, but no matter. Thank you for awakening me. Have we met before? Oh, please forgive me. You are a purifier model, assigned to the direct command of Mother. As I recall, you were designated Megaman Trigger. Please forgive me. I did not recognize you in your current configuration.
You know me?
You don't remember? Ah, I see. You have suffered memory loss, yes? Then for what purpose have you awakened me? I assume that your reason for coming here is to purge the carbons that have overpropagated during the time I was inactive.
Carbons? Purge? What are you talking about?
According to Urban Military Security Ordinance A10, the number of carbon units is not allowed to increase beyond the pre-specified limit. If this happens, they are to be purged immediately. My observation, if left unattended, the carbons will reproduce indefinitely. Their numbers will grow, polluting the surface world. They can be quite a nuisance.
Carbons? Do you mean the people on the island?
The carbons fit mass population model B. They are unstable, very difficult to control. Perhaps it would be better to simply reinitialize.
Reinitialize? Now, I haven't understood much of what you've been saying, but when you say reinitialize, do you mean no? Huh?
Zorch.
This is quite regrettable. It would be much simpler if I had the assistance of a proficient unit, such as yourself. Once my task is complete, I shall inquire as to the presence of a backup of your memory on Eden. Until then, please remain where you are. Yes, until then.
What? It's...
Did you hear that, Diesel?
Yep. Something tells me he's not kidding either. I really think he plans to kill everyone on the island.
Diesel, we've got to do something. We've got to stop him.
That's easier said than done. Besides, do you think we could beat him?
Well, what about Megaman?
I don't like it, but I can't think of anything better, so...
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, here's a problem. Hey, Tron! How do you stop this thing?
Oh, this? Like this! Megaman, are you all right?
Thanks for your help.
Come on, hurry up! He's getting away!
Right.
It's not over between you and me. I won't forgive you if you die or anything stupid like that, so be careful in there, okay?
Right. See you later.
Don't worry, Tron. If anyone can do it, he can.
I know.
Well, that was a lot to process.
Thanks, Bonds. Also, hey, by the way, we're immediately running into an enemy in here.
Wouldn't it be great if you came down here with only like a sliver of health and this happened?
Just whoops, immediately dies. But yeah, so
What the hell's that?
thanks, Bonds. I feel like Tron could probably like beat up on Juno with like the little mech suit.
It's honestly really refreshing to have villains like the Bonds where they just like have to jerry-rig together things from just different parts and like have to work on a budget. You don't really think about it, and it's also something that comes up in the sequel as well. Just Tron is constantly worrying about how much things will cost when she is building things, whereas Roll never has to worry about it because she just constantly fleeces you.
Yeah, so this is, you get this right at the end, Power Stream. It's literally max attack, which is 7 units on its own. Like, you combine that with max energy, and that's max both, and then if you put on, like,
Sniper scope.
yeah, sniper scope, or for range or something like that, you have really low rapid, but you have super high attack and range and everything.
It's a way to very quickly get back up to speed if you haven't really been doing a whole lot.
I mean, it's the end of the game. They want you to have something. Here we got our friends again. We have a
Really
lot of
isn't a whole
shots
lot going on right now.
Yeah.
It's just sort of a straight shot to the end.
Yep.
Though, there's this room. Ooh. That is a big refractor.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We know Juno's name.
Yeah, this is the first time you ever hear it, but yeah, like that is Megaman Juno. We are Megaman Trigger.
Alright.
And the whole idea being like, we're specifically designed for more combat purposes, and Juno is more of a bureaucratic model, not really suited specifically for fighting, more for administrative bullshit.
Yeah. But we'll see how much of a boss that ends up being. Oh, right, bunch of these. Hi, I don't want to fight y'all. And that square. All these air bombs.
Yeah, they kind of just went fuck it on this final stretch, huh?
Yeah. like, look at this.
Yeah, you're really expecting this hallway to be filled with those tank enemies, and it's just like, no, not really.
It's just these things, just tiny little. And that's it.
Yeah. Final door.
This is the final door. Data's here.
Yeah, and obviously Data knows a lot more than he's letting on.
So I want the recharge, I want the save. And then we'll talk to Data a bit.
Yeah. I kind of just dumped that lore out on the table because I didn't know whether or not you were gonna try and talk to him.
Yeah, why not? Tell me. Thanks, Data. So yeah, our friend, the dancing save monkey, very much knows way more than we do. So, Juno.
It appears I miscalculated the odds of your ability to escape that trap. You are, however, too late. Eden was activated, as soon as I entered this room. It cannot be deactivated as long as I, the master key of this island, remain here in this control room.
And then
All that
Megaman
remains
just picks him
now
up and
is
hurls
to
him out
wait
the
for
door.
Eden to enter transmission range and send the command to execute the reinitialization of this island. Once that command is received, the 10,000 workers aboard Eden will execute it immediately. My estimates indicate their work will be completed in less than 5 minutes.
So there's a lot of shrapnel outside.
Yep.
It's giving you a really good idea that, no, the civilization is by no means dead. The infrastructure is very much still in place and operating.
Right, just old. Everyone in town, hey, what the hell's this? Weird eyeball from the sky. That doesn't look too suspicious.
Now that Eden has been activated, any further interference from you will remain on file, thus tarnishing my operating record. Fortunately, you are suffering from memory loss and fragmentation. Therefore, as keeper of this island, I hereby exercise my prerogative of correctional dispensation.
Prerogative? Of correctional? What?
Allow me to rephrase. I will exercise my authority to terminate your program.
So Juno here is much faster than any of the other bosses we fought.
Yeah.
A lot of them are very slow in plotting, and you just sort of run around them. But for Juno's attacks come out fast and frequently.
Yeah. I like staying far away.
Ready?
Because you want to be able to dodge things like that.
Yeah, it's very rough business.
Right, for...
Yeah, he uses shockwaves a whole bunch. Fortunately, he does have a lot of tells on his attacks, so when he's like, how about this, he's doing the sweeping laser thing.
Yeah, the repeated jumps, the dash.
Ready?
This one's the best one to get damage in on.
Yeah, because all you have to do is just strafe a little bit and then hit him.
Ready?
Yeah, Whimsicaren, you missed it, but we took the trunk full of cash after the bank robbery.
Yep.
Ready?
Made a save before it because I might want to show off the restaurant.
Of course.
Okay, and then this is the big one.
This is a shockwave. It's the biggie! That's actually the attack that you want to see most often because it just gives you so much leeway in hitting him.
Yeah.
Defend yourself.
I'm going to hit you now.
Okay.
What was that?
And then shining lasers just, like, rip your health.
How about this?
God, I hate the spinning one.
The spinning one is weird.
Okay, let's go back up to, like, about 2/3, and that's hopefully what we'll make it into.
What was that?
Oh!
Defend yourself.
Well,
There we go.
My. It would appear that I have made an error.
now this is a no-context Mega Man moment.
And then we get the good old Sigma move.
No!
You were nearly successful in terminating my life support subroutine functions. But do not be disappointed. It appears it will take longer than anticipated for Eden to reach its optimal altitude. If you can terminate me before then, you will be able to stop it. Assuming you are capable of deactivating me.
What?
Sup?
Hey. Dramatically turns the echo on his voice off.
Are you ready?
Dramatically changes the pitch in his voice for this specific fight for no reason. Juno 2 has a lot of streamers on his attacks.
Yep.
You're going to be doing a lot of that jumping. Fortunately, not as many shockwaves as Juno 1, so...
Yeah, but got 3 damage on a hit, that's
kind of rough.
And is it...
Are you ready?
And it's just staying broken, huh? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, my laser is not full damage, I'm aware.
Yeah, Juno 2 kind of assumes that you're moving all the time, so... Fortunately, that second jump, he always moves into the center for his third. And once he gets to half health, he'll start breaking out the really problematic moves.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
The entry on that move has a shockwave, by the way.
Okay. It's like, this is going well enough. It's circle strafing at its best.
Yeah, speaking of circle strafing, you're gonna get, you're gonna have to master that one in order to dodge his ultimate attack.
Yep. But I have 1 health and nothing backing me, so...
Well, we'll see. I mean, we all believe in you. Here it comes.
Zoop!
Are you ready?
Alright.
So, the way you usually dodge that attack is by constantly pressing the shoulder buttons in order to readjust your position while you're moving straight in time with the lasers. Oof.
Are you ready?
Damn it, I was too close. I got hit by the fire. I think we got the fight, though.
More or less.
I was really hoping to get that one on 0, because if I, like, being able to dodge that ultimate is all I need.
Clutch is unreasonable. I understand.
One thing I'm gonna do, though.
Good luck!
We're gonna load from the other one.
Just take the opportunity to find Burger Joint.
I want to find Burger Joint. You know, the world's having problems or whatever, but what about Burger Joint?
But wait, Slyo. Burgers are made of carbon.
Oh no. Okay, first things first, is the bank around?
If Megaman Juno reinitializes the carbons, then we can't have carbon have Burger Joint.
Okay, bank's here.
Everyone in the chat's like, damn, we wrote Clutch's victory.
Feels so like darker. Yeah, I loaded a different save so that I could show off the other side of the bank quest, because I've been thinking about it for like 10 minutes, and I thought, like, oh, you know, like, I don't have to show off the burger joint, but no, I actually do.
It's as good of an opportunity as any.
Right. I feel like we'll do fine on round 2 on that fight, because, like, I should be able to just dodge everything that comes at me on the second phase, now that I'm used to it.
Yeah, mostly because I made that circle strafing method for the ultimate move a lot more complicated than it actually is. And that is specifically so that you can have your camera facing Juno at all times so you don't lose track of him.
Yeah.
Let's proceed.
Okay. There's pre-2 of the keys. I just wanted to check where I actually was on the save.
Of course. Well, at least we get to hear this collection of voice clips again.
Yep.
Well, thanks for giving me the indeterminate M and then points his gun at the car.
Stop it! What do you think you're doing? Is he in league with the robbers?
What happens if I bust up the cop car?
Oh, he's shooting at us! Stop! Stop it!
Like, can I bust up the cop car? Okay, well, I don't want to keep the money. I'm specifically trying to do the opposite of that, so.
Yeah.
Help! 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 He's gonna get us! We better get out of here.
No!
We're innocent! We didn't do anything!
Okay.
Damn it!
Damn it.
That was the spot, right?
Yeah, that was the stance. I was really hoping that you'd be able to get it.
Why won't you listen to us? Wow! We weren't doing anything! Help! 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 He's gonna get us!
Dup.
Let me just...
And just gonna move over here.
Okay. Bonk.
Ah, looks like they might have found the cat.
Where's the money? What's up?
I think this one's just a little bit less. Yeah, 20,000. 1/10 of the amount you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that about does it.
All right, so
Should be able to just head downtown and find Burger Joint. It's right next to the library, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there it is.
Oh?
It's right behind that red house that you're... Yeah, there it is.
Oh, here we are.
Welcome to Stripe Burger.
I feel it's real important to show off Stripe Burger.
I think you can jump behind that counter. Oh, there it is. Well...
So yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we get for not stealing all the money. Alright, I think then I need to go ahead and hit reset.
Man, aren't you glad that cutscene skip exists in Mega Man Legends 1?
So yeah, I'm glad that the serve bots have a job.
Same.
In a world covered by endless...
No.
It's frankly a little strange that they needed to have Burger Joint job in the first place, considering, you know, Life of Pirates and all that.
You gotta have some sort of income.
Yeah, it's probably Teasel's doing.
Yeah. Alright. Anywho.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start that back up then.
Yep. You got eyes?
No, I do not.
Alright. I figured that might have broken my reset there, so let me...
Ah, there we go. I see we're picking up where we left off.
I hate this move!
Defend yourself. How about this?
That's probably the best position to be in when he does that move. You're just gonna keep going, huh?
Ready? Oh, defend yourself. How about this? Ready? Nice enough.
Hup.
Was that?
Yeah, so that's the move we always want. Ooh!
Ooh, nice dodging.
That's some I got the Dark Souls roll in my heart.
Joy beating this.
Nope.
Was that? Give up. Oh. Ready?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I heard.
How about this?
Okay. Alright, so full health bar going into phase 2. Which is basically me just doing this for a while.
Considering how well you were doing before without getting hit, that's pretty alright.
So yeah, circle strafing. Name of the game for literally every fight, including the final boss.
Yeah, never really changes.
Enemies just don't know what to do when you are firing while moving sideways.
I think the other problem with fighting Juno too is that he has a lot more visual cues as opposed to audio. So if you lose track of him, then you're not going to see him like do a telltale claw swipe or something like that, and then you just get hit in the face with a billion screamers.
Yeah, there's a take this before it, but by the time you hear it, like, it's a little too late.
Yeah, it is right on the follow through.
Damn.
Oh, you were right there for that. Oh. So, one other thing about that attack, in hard mode, it gains a second shockwave. And the shockwave is so badly timed that you need to take off your jump springs in order to dodge it.
So you can see the attack now. It's the ground pounding. So this is actually, like, once I'm set up like this, it's a lot. Not only is this a free dodge, but, like, free hits. This position sucks.
It's one of those situations where... yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay. Everyone finally got that clutch win. Oh, man.
It appears I was in error assuming that a bureaucratic model such as myself would be able to best you in hand-to-hand combat. However, I was successful in keeping you occupied long enough for Eden to achieve optimal altitude before you could interfere.
They got some rebar stuck in Juno there. Like, what the hell?
This is Megaman Juno, Bureaucratic Model 3rd Class, Authorization number 8677, requesting a reinitialization of this island's systems and a memory backup of its bureaucratic systems.
Stop! Stop it!
If you wish to shoot me, please do not hesitate. My program has already been backed up in Eden's central core.
I know what you're doing.
I eagerly await my next activation.
Warp.
They let the actor get away with that shit. It's crazy.
Requested backup of bureaucratic model Megaman Juno complete. Execution of Catalog's reinitialization program will commence in 100 seconds.
What should I do?
Interrupt command. Priority command rerouted to Purifier First Class Megaman Trigger. Under suspicion of malfunction, Bureaucratic Model 3rd Class Juno has been deactivated by Megaman Trigger as per Ordinance 103. Megaman Trigger hereby requests the indefinite postponement of the previous reinitialization order and the deletion of Bureaucratic Model Juno's backup data. Trigger hereby assumes all bureaucratic authority for the district and will petition Mother for guidance at a future date.
Command reroute acknowledged. Priority given to Purifier First Class's command. Eden resuming standby mode and returning to pre-designated coordinates.
This intercom shit is so confusing to everyone on the island.
First Class's correspondence as required by security ordinances. Requesting that notification to Mother be carried out by Purifier First Class, present bureaucratic authority, trigger.
Well, that happened.
Yep. So Data knows all the laws.
Data knows all the lore.
Data read every piece of lore.
Data?
There's nothing to worry about anymore, Mega Man. Everything should return to normal shortly.
Data wrote the Dark Souls wiki.
Do you know who I am?
I'm your peripheral memory storage device. You originally created me so your memory couldn't be scanned by Mother 2.
Sequel to Mother.
I can't tell you anything yet. But soon I'll be able to tell you everything. What you are, why you lost your memory, your original function, and mission.
Well, wouldn't it be funny if Mega Man Legends 2 got canceled and then this happened?
Megaman! Blasted contraption! It's always breaking down at the worst time!
Megaman, are you all right?
Yep, I'm just fine.
Gramps and I were working on the radio forever, but couldn't get it to work.
Megaman, you won't believe what we saw. I'm glad these old eyes of mine lasted long enough to see it.
Calm down, Gramps. He's been like this ever since... Huh? Megaman? Are you all right?
Oh, it's nothing. Really. I'm sorry that I scared you.
You're always running off like that, making me worry myself sick over you.
But somehow, I know you'll always make it back. I have faith in you.
Thanks. See you soon. Data, let's go.
Ready? Mega Man?
Ready.
Thanks, Data.
So this send-off is something that I really like, in particular for these types of games.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to go anytime you are.
Thanks, Roll.
Tell me, do you really have to go so soon? After all you've done for us, please stay a while longer. We haven't had the chance to thank you properly.
Well, it's not that we don't want to stay. It's just that we've got some unfinished business that we've got to take care of. Right?
Yep.
That's right. Besides, now that we've got a refractor for the flutter, it's time for us to go.
If you must go, won't you at least come to town and say goodbye to everyone?
I suppose we should at least say goodbye, eh? Hey, Mega Man, why don't you go? Give him our best.
It would mean so much to everyone.
Go on, Mega Man, and say goodbye to the Junkman's wife for me.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, so this is the ending. You get to go back into town and say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of endings like this, where you actually get to go, like, oh, hey, you know, go one last pass through the world, kind of a victory. Not even a victory lap, but just like a seeing how everyone is.
I will admit that this sort of thing lives and dies by the writing and charm of the game specifically, but I mean, Mega Man Legends passes, so it gets to do that.
Right, you have to have a world that you care well enough about to want to have the lap. The two games that come to mind immediately...
You've got to want to hug that goat.
Yeah. Two games that come to mind immediately are Undertale and Earthbound. Earthbound lets you go through the entirety of the world, just kind of like, you know, it's huge.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. And, you know, technically Undertale lets you do that too. It's just simply a lot smaller.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah, every NPC is here.
Come on out. Bring him in. Mega Man, a completely normal name.
Incidentally, I need to find whoever had the misfortune of being named Sephiroth when Final Fantasy VII hit.
that like hee hee at the end there. Like, all right, thank you. Oh, we got Tiny Dog even here too. Everybody's here. But yeah, I remember playing this, like, I picked up this game when, I guess for my PS2. And the ending, the bit we've already passed where Data, like, turns off the purification thing and deletes the Juno backup. And it's like, well, nope, I know all the secrets. You should play the sequel. And I'm like, I gotta play the sequel, damn it.
It's always really, really risky when they did shit like this, because you never know if the sequel's gonna get shit canned.
Right, you don't know if you're actually getting a sequel or not.
So you don't actually get to visit the entire world to say goodbye to everyone, but they do, like, bring all of the NPCs over to downtown and Wall Market for it.
Yeah, like our friend here.
I mean, gee, Banjo 3E did happen. It's nuts and bolts. It's just no one wanted it.
Disc 2 of Xenogears, yeah. Thanks, Dr. Wily. But yeah, there's a risk involved in, like, trying to sequel hook your game.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you feel like you've got a good read on it, it can always backfire. And really, I think that's just more of a marketing and management thing, that they just make you put that into your game, and then they decide that the sequel's never going to happen, just like... Yeah, development is rough.
Can I? Okay.
I don't need to go through the sewer grate to get back. A pager. Do you think people actually still use pagers? Do you think there's some one or two people holding out?
Pagers are actually still very commonly used in hospitals.
Oh.
Because a pager is, like, so, like, if you have a cell phone deep in a hospital, like, it's not going to be 100% reliable that you're going to get a text. If, like, hey, you know, Dr. Acula, we need you in the OR now, like... that might not get through. Whereas if it's on a pager, they use a different frequency, and it's like basically it is a guarantee that that's coming through.
Huh. That's really interesting. I learned something today.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of the few places that pagers are still used. Because of their reliability. Like, you don't need more than like a few words to be like, hey, you know.
It just works really good for a local infrastructure.
Yeah. Or one that isn't conducive to, like, cell phone harmonics, because, again, like, some areas in a hospital are just going to have, like, interference with electronics.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't think we can actually go anywhere else other than west. Like, we can't go west?
I don't think we can go west.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't think we can go anywhere else.
Yeah, that's why they corralled all the NPCs over here.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a hell of a game. I love it a lot.
Yeah.
When I first played it, I was 11 and still deep into PSX era, and I was just like totally smitten with it. And Mega Man 8, because I got that for my birthday as well.
Yeah, so I was probably like 13 or so when I got a PS2, and when I got my PS2, what I ended up getting with, instead of a lot of PS2 titles, was, like, older PS1 titles because they were cheaper. You can get used PS1 titles so much cheaper than a new PS2 title. So, like, I would just pick up all sorts of, like, you know, there we go. That's the other place we can go.
It's really nice, too, because it helps you get reacquainted with shit that you might have missed from that era.
So, yeah, I picked up this at X6. One of them was a little better than the other. But yeah, it was revealed some point ago, the old Xenogears was that they were told you could either ship with Disc 1 as a standalone, or get everything you want in there, but it's gonna be like Disc 2.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I hope we've learned a lot of lessons about that shit. There's no, like, if something has to be cut, then it just has to be cut.
Yeah. The game shows.
Yeah, I mean, Xenogears Disc 1. A lot of fun.
I remember when Xenosaga came out and was billed as a 6-game series.
Yeah.
I thought they were. I thought there was. I'm like, there's no way, right? Like, you know that, right? And then it was a 3-game series, which is probably a little more impressive than you'd think.
They were able to churn out an entire trilogy. Shame about that hexology.
Want to hear a secret?
Well, what he's talking about specifically is the easy mode, which unlocks after you clear this game and then run it without turning the power back off. And hard mode, which is everything just does a lot more damage, and Juno gets that second shockwave attack on his ultimate form.
Yep.
You unlock easy mode either by clearing hard mode or by just playing beating normal in less than 3 hours.
Thank you so much for your help. Take care of yourselves.
Bye. Take care.
Goodbye.
See you later, Amelia.
Thanks, Tato. Goodbye, birdnoise.wave.
They had been really keeping it in this entire time.
It's just in my brain.
It is nice that they were able to, like, he doesn't talk until the very end of the game, and it just comes out of left field. It's very good the way they did it.
After all that, we still didn't find out anything about your mom and dad. Or the Motherlode.
Well, it can't be helped. It's
Thus.
not like we meant to come here in the first place, right? But everything worked out in the end, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Megaman, did something happen while you were underground?
Huh? Yeah, well, not really. Don't worry about it.
Well, I don't know, but don't ever forget that I'll always believe in you, okay?
Roll!
Megaman, roll! Look outside! The island!
Megaman?
Okay.
What is it?
Whoa! Roll left! Left!
Huh? Okay. Hey! Is that...
Came to see us off.
Thank you so much! Thank you! Bye-bye! Good luck!
I hope those of you at home are watching. Our brave heroes are taking off, heading for new adventures. As you can see, the people of Catalogs have come out to send them off and wish them well.
Hey, everybody!
maybe we'll come back here and see them again.
Yeah.
Okay, setting new course. Here we go!
Yeah, this game still kicks ass.
Yeah.
It holds up so fucking well.
Controls. I wish the camera had a little better stuff. I wish the lock-on had a little better things going on. But like, I really love just the game itself.
I'll forgive the weirdness of the jank controls just because they literally didn't have anything else they could do until DualShock came out.
Sure. Also, I'm impressed. Like a lot of the stuff they set up for 2 actually does get paid off.
Yeah, it does. Legends 2, I like it a lot. It's also a really good game. It's just like Mega Man Legends has a lot more of the charm, I would think, but Mega Man Legends 2 is mechanically better.
Yeah, Legends 1 is more self-contained. It takes place all on Cadillac's Island. You have a very kind of clear, like, okay, it's a small thing going on. Roll Gasket. With a G, huh?
Double-check your equipment readings and make sure everything's in working order. I swear this treasure will be ours or my name's not Bonne. Let's do it!
Legends 3 being canceled was a gigantic letdown.
Can you open up the number 11 valve again?
Got it!
Oh my god. So yeah, Legends 2 is a larger game. Like, which I plan on showing off in the future. Not immediately, because it's not the game that came out. It's not the game next in line, in my mind.
Yeah.
All these voice clips. But yeah, there's
tune with music and stuff.
Yeah,
it's great.
there's Mega Man Legends 1 and Mega Man Legends 2, but there's also a game in between the two, The Misadventures of Tron Bonne, which is the one that I want to show off next.
Misadventures is very interesting.
Yeah. So.
It plays nothing like the other two. It's, well, you'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, Legends 2 is a larger game. It's a better game control-wise. It pays off on a number of things that have been built up in this game. Stuff about Eden, even that little comment about Roll's parents. Like, it actually kind of like leads from like 1 into 2 well, but I don't know. Like the fact that it's as large as it is, it loses a little bit of the like small scale that this game has.
Yeah, the art direction is still really good, and the models are still like great. They have a little bit more weight to them. They're not just Lego boxes anymore.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about how amazing the art direction was for the facial expressions in 1. Oh, thank you, Sarada. I appreciate it. So it's nice when people go back and see, like, our older work.
I'll tell you, all the stuff you did where you have subtitles on everything is maybe the greatest thing in the world next to the main gate.
Yeah, and so, like, the whole idea started was just like, I want to make sure that I can talk over cutscenes with people and not have to care. And it just sort of snowballed from there.
Mm-hmm.
There was also that one video at the tail end of Legends 2 that had, like, all of the lore forever, and I just could not deal with it. And then I made a subtitle file for it when I was in a better mood, and yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, it was kind of a long video, dude. But yeah, Legends 1, still really good.
I'm always happy to revisit a game and have it be as good as I remember it.
Yes.
Like, there's no feeling, like, there's few feelings worse with a game when you revisit something you loved and realize it's not what you remember it being. Like, that it has either some sort of, like, glaring missteps or it's just not the game that you remember, and that's always Ugh. But, like, revisiting this, it's great. I'm glad to revisit a game and have it actually, you know, be what I remember it.
Yeah, the thing, too, is that we can just sort of subconsciously forgive a lot of the more mechanical components, even as we grow up and figure out what game design is and how games should actually handle and control and things like that. And you just remember stuff like, oh wow, this sure was the 90s. I sure have grown as a person and rejected this whole mindset. Those usually pop up a lot more often, but the fact that this game is able to hold up as well as it does in spite of everything that I've just listed is a great feeling.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so like Pokey Captain was in the Skype call. He had dropped off for a second and he was just sort of like throwing in a whole bunch of random fanfic bullcrap in the Skype chat window, and I just sort of dug all of that out and put it all over the video for that one.
And we get this.
Well, there they go. Not a care in the world. Hey, Tron, can't this thing go any faster?
No, it can't. I had to gather up all the spare parts from everything he blew up to build this.
That's right, that's right.
We'll just have to rough it until we get to the next island. If we sell what we found, we'll get back what we lost and then some. We'll live like kings.
Nice.
Look at that flag.
Who would have thought there was such a huge refractor down there, and all we had to do was just wander in and pick it up? I told you we'd have the last laugh.
That's assuming we make it to the next island without sinking. Oh well, at least he's in a good mood.
Sorry, can't fit on the boat.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, Bonne's got paid.
Yep. Bonds get paid. So, sweet.
8.5 hours, huh?
Yeah, that's... Sounds about right. A little bit extra. I think we went like 3 today and another 3.5 or 4 on the other 2 streams, so...
Yeah, sounds about right.
So yeah, that's Mega Man Legends 1. It is an old game, but it holds up well.
Yes.
And there is a reason that Mega Man Legends is this series that is, like, actively, like, there's this, you know, very vocal group that is always looking for a sequel to it. There have been a lot of games that have been successors to it. Like, the Mega Man Legends, like, there's a lot of games that, like, take what Mega Man Legends does and, you know, does it a lot better as far as gameplay goes, but you don't have the same charm of the world and all that jazz. So.
Yeah. Mega Man Legends had a certain shine to it that nothing else in any of the franchise had, and people are really looking to get some of that spark back.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for today. As we mentioned, next time we do one of these, which will probably be one of these weekends again, we'll go ahead and start up Misadventures of Tron Bonne, the lesser known of the games in like the Legends time, as it's basically it's a spin-off game. So
spin-off game controls in very weird ways, and it's completely different from how the rest of the series pans out.
Yep. So yeah, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more of this or any of the other things I end up streaming, you can always follow So I Go Live. If you want to support the stream, you can always subscribe, get the cool skull, or just being here having a good time.
Cool skull, cool slimes.
Yep, you get the slime. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.